what you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we getting bottles in up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new, the old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking, snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block, straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
From Atlanta, Georgia, we're live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here comes Williams on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense right now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. This is Holiday Hudson Higgins. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard catch, and it gives them the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard to the gut. Some of the Bucs tackles and all pro rods every season. Fred Warner
brings up second. That's a run that's hold on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Burrow from the gun. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Falcons get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10.
It's Bijan Robinson. He's to send him hard quickly and dropped it from 7-yard gain. Made by Demetrius Knight.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And leave some shuffling around here in the playbook.
At the 46-yard
aggressive
line.
call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's Allen out of the pistol. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. I was looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Third down and
You know, in
8
the
yards
NFL,
to go.
offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Allen on 3rd down. He throws a bullet to this. Inside the 20. They take him down just as he gets inside that red zone.
It's a gain of
They get
27 yards.
27 on the play. That is good enough for Atlanta. First down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they fail to score. It actually gets to that other side.
Easy on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 12
Danger, I
yards.
say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Allen setting up to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more. 2nd and goal coming up.
All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it, it's in close. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown! The Falcons finally the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. Maybe the same strategy they employed. I guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away.
Kick off.
Here comes Williams on return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Cincinnati heading back out for the second drive now. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They start on the ground with Gibbs. He's able to drive back on the ball.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does get you a little bit behind schedule. The second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. The shotgun, Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll run here following the penalty. He hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Some offenses may prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safe call, go more conservative. In this case, it gets him just as many yards to short completion move.
Left to go on 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A gain of 3 yards.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, Burrow to throw. That's our target. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop the hips and come right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're full steam ahead, but they'll hit that steam pretty quickly. No gain of
The 16-yard
I think one thing you learn taking the transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing is Burrow. Let's count. Here comes Junior Gibbs. And he's short the first after a wild game.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's in golf, swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little four-list running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Burrow. Has it in close. He's going to be stopped after a 4-yard gain, so that plus the flag means second and 1.
It's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Burrow. Screen here for Gibbs. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start to fight back for their first points of this game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 to me.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. Fielded at the 7. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Bruce. He's tackled at the 29. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Solid gain on that play. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Play action now. Allen. Now he takes it. He's stopping at the 39. No first yards, but they've got third and very short coming up.
39-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
Making a throw on third and 1. That one's caught by Jefferson. Just as we come up to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of
16 on the pickup. That's a Falcon first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well you can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. You can't believe it. That's separation. Really the big play. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's a consistent source of positive yardage. Trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Makes the grab and downs left side. He gets it out of the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Pass is caught. That's keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. There's the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air again, Allen. And cover the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a
Zane
difference-making
Gonzalez
receiver,
lining up
Kate.
for
You
the
expect
extra
him to be
point.
the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his numbers ain't good, he still finds a way to deliver.
Makes the score.
That one right down the middle.
14.
And the
Bengals
Falcons
7.
break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one
set
away.
to kick off.
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He's brought down at looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take
Bengal
over.
offense getting up the ball late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Burrow on 1st down. Not a lot available there. Gets up to the 26. Christian Gonzalez getting up for the tackle.
I don't know why every once in a while I'm because of the flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Devin Tompkins to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the Atlanta offense with the debut possession of the 2nd half. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Middle of the field, guys. Manage Pitts. He will finally catch up to him. Just a second before he can reach that point. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is pretty darn incredible timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now Allen off the play action. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable.
At the 43-yard
space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Robinson on the inside game. He slams in the middle. This gets by the end zone. Finally looking at it on Demetrius Knight.
44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Bengals into the nickel set. 3rd down. Tight end in motion right. Allen on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to London. And he'll be brought to the step too shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the
big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Allen now on first down. Puts him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They've run this 12-yard out combine all the way back to last century. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He gets this out quickly to London. He'll get this down to 28. He gained 11 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Good momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. The throw again. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play. And it awards them with a first and goal.
My favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an end. Touchdown. The Falcons with the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another. And the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bengals 7. Zane
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's out of bounds all across the 45. Carries midfield. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
On first down, here's Burrow. Outside cut by Higgins. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
It's a quarterback. When you quarterback runs, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it, and it sticks.
First down, Burrow to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You like these results in first. That completion right there, right the window rings up. Should have been available to you on second and that playbook. It was part of the 3-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass ball in. And this short gain gets them a new set of downs.
There's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. First, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there. We netted some positive yards.
Okay, here again, it's Burrow. He's in the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going.
It's a gain of
right off the snap.
First down, Bengals.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. And as that one winds up incomplete, so football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw again, it's Burrow. Throws caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, you get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, third and long. Brings it in. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. Bengals now within one score in the fourth. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And here's his well behind the line and goes down. They're not going to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. It's Allen out of the pistol. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup
What you call efficiency.
Brings up
Exactly
second
what you're looking for in first down.
at the 28-yard line.
It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. Some takeout through the 40. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. 24 yards on that one.
Gain of 24
That is good enough for Atlanta first
And
down.
the Falcons.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line.
First and 10
Let's
at the
give them a little love
49-yard
right here,
line.
okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Downfield, and he finds London. This is going to make it down the 24-yard line.
Gain of 26
They get a
yards.
timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
First
They
down.
still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun snap. Here to Robinson. And he's into the front for a game of 2. Cincinnati uses its second timeout.
Myles Garrett.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this
Brings
game.
up second and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's taken down at the
Final timeout taken by the Bengals.
A gain of 4.
And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. He's back to throw. He's caught by Jefferson. And the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start by 2 scores as they try to put this one away.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going numb? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't think twice. Time flies, so don't think twice. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't think twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Help me
kill them.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. My hallucination. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. I used to see, it felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract, I promised you a contract.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, mate. Get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's lame time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre. Like the money in the bank, you better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run him to the next day. I get that.
Just about set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Like Tarico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go here in Baltimore. As we brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Right away, they're coming after, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to them. Able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Play into the hands of Chase. Nice open field. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they hold that one down in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Good defense was a chance to get off the field as the offense converts more 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, number 22, and he finds some space. After a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Jackson. And we'll get him down at a gain of 5. And it's enough for a 1st down.
5-yard gain.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL like in the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have the armor both to run and the pass. to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Play action now. Jackson. Open right side. That is likely.
Jackson's pass.
No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. He's brought down. Jackson's going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short, Jackson. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Baltimore.
It's a big one for the Ravens. 33 yards. Long opening drive. It's taken up most of this first quarter. Now they want to pay it off. It's first and goal. He's not going to get in. He loses yard. They push him back.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Again, it'll be Henry. He's going to be swallowed up again. Jackson runs back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Goal to go.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down.
5-yard loss.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down. So give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal.
A 26-yard
about as
attempt.
short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kickers back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. A very nice return. Hold everything. There is a marker down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Josh Allen on the bootleg. This Stars big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 17-yard. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He's got his man. That's Nico Collins.
So you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
He's across midfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 yards. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice jump here in this good-looking drive. Picked up a 14 and a first down.
Gain of 14.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, the passing game has eliminated their run. And then he's picked up the leads to the first down. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Throwing on second down. It's out. That's caught right side on tight end Schultz. He's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20.
And the Texans.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
At the 16-yard
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, give them the ball, pick up the first down. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open goal and have breakaway touchdowns. But that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Allen now on second down. That one, take it in. Broke down the Kula. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good position, let him go in, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
DeJounte Wester now to return it. And he is stopped.
The Ravens take
25.
over
The
first
drive
and
will
10
begin there.
at their own 25-yard
Ravens
line.
offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin with first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And left side is there by Flowers. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
48-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. That one seems to feel that they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson.
Second and 10.
And that lead to a second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. He's their first time out. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pistol formation with Jackson. He's going to have the first down and more. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's the run. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
8-yard line.
To throw, Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Raven.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
No problem there. On the extra point. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Caught by Nakua on the outside.
These are the play calls Mike, the offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. It's over the middle and caught by Collins. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock stop at 34 seconds to go. To a break.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove. And these weird times in the game where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Allen going to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He was defended by
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
58-yard attempt.
That is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. 3 points separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mixon, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut down right away for a loss of yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd down, it's Allen. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Just his first catch has held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down.
That was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And he gets that one complete to Collins.
The best quarterbacks look at the internal clock. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And the work is close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll run the sneak. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that play.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, but he did a nice job picking up that 1st down. This play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
On handoff, it's Mixon. He's going to be stuck right behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
From the gun, here is Allen. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To the air, on 3rd down, here's Allen. On the run, but it's on top. It's back, and it is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the pick is good. And the Texans will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So, field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Wester now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll see if they can go out breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. And he can't get away. The football defensively. Bring down for no gain.
1-yard gain.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Off the play fake. Jackson. Into the middle to the tight end, Andrew. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
What a luxury. And certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll run it on 1st down. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, here's Jackson. He takes off. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding.
Jordan
On fourth
Stout
down, the
in punt
Ravens call
formation
on
for the
Jordan
Ravens.
Stout to punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. That is good coverage by the blue team as they meet him and bring him down.
Over first and 10.
The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Maybe a yard.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to be dropped back to a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Now Allen. He's double timed. It's Schultz. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Allen now on second down. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up third and 1.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. Third and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's going to pass the Texans first down. It's a here's how they didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1.
2 yards. First down, Houston.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot run off there. And that takes us to 2-minute warning.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And we're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Texans
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, see if your kicker can be here. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage, as the way we're playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing again is Allen. Now he'll run it. Ravens use their first timeout. That's not over a minute to play in this one.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Routs another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ravens have to use their final timeout. Get the stoppage. Just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the gun, they're here for Allen. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line. But they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Is anything less than that?
Joe Mixon.
This long drive would be a penalty like that.
He was taken down.
Loss was definitely not something they had counted or budgeted for in this spot. Now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
So now it's Ka'imi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to win the game. This kick is good.
Makes the
And
score
that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, You a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill his beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good.
A live look at NRG Stadium, opened in 2002 here in Houston. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Tyler Luke is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brian. It is first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Rob for the first down. He made no gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He tucks in, takes out. He is hauled down right at that midfield stretch. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Well, this QB will just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Swamp man's in motion right. First and 10, on to Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That's a nice kick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of the biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops me for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. It's going to be Baltimore first.
You know, they really love that Drake because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Out of the gun, Henry. Drive for the 1st down. He had no gain on that 1st down run.
So many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. And the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Has to be the quick hitter. And won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr. Third down, they need 7. Middle throw, 3rd and long. Chase has it. And they bring it down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the pistol, Henry. And he sends it straight ahead, but the clock stops in at 33.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Bring the tight end in motion. This is Henry on 2nd. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him a 3rd down and 5.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Another run for Henry. That's a 1st down, and he's still going. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Back at the beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running once more with Henry. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8. So just pick up there, 2nd and 2.
It's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
One of the tight ends in motion left. From the gun, run for Henry. And he'll pick up enough to break the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that road moves the sticks. You know that call you had ready, though? First recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
All set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal there.
So it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Henry. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. Keep it safe. Push a little closer. Now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. Bill Mack from the gun. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
The kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. That's a catch for Rico Collins. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They're on the draw with Mixon. Gets some space around midfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, going to the 48. It's 16 yards on that play. It'll be 1st down, Houston.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ravens get him. Down he goes. And then they forced to regroup a bit and a 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when they put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators when you get a nice run, right? You gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he takes it out of the cross midfield in the Ravens territory.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens, 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. Allen. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game you expect from him as a runner. Toting the ball just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing now out of the shotgun. So pass ball in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And the shotgun and give to Mixon. Some room to work. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Real burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And they'll have an even 40 seconds available to them, so expect to see at least a few plays here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lamar off the play fake. Now here he goes. Returning for Mark. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 14. And a Raven first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Working now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That was their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
38-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Jackson to throw it. He's going to tuck it and run. They're going to keep moving forward, ball down inside the opposing 30.
It's a gain
Gain
of
of 11 on that play. And that's good for Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back after this. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Jonte Wester to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25 yard line before he's hauled down. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the 2nd half. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He's going to have this upgrade of 40, just a little bit short of it. Taking 14 yards on that one. It's going to be Baltimore first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Lamar. It's his running back. And he'll be brought down a step too shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48.
So these intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to be done. Start the series off well. Sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up. You just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now here's Lamar. He takes it himself. Hayden Jackson loses the ball. The Texans grab it. And they can't come to return again. They do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Recovered by the Texans.
Allen now on first down. Finds his man. It's Allen Ross and Brown. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down from the 42. Now Allen. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Into traffic. Complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion. And completions, you never turn them down. To make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Again, Allen to the air. That was incomplete. Couldn't hang on with contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Hey, that turnover really left the opening right there, and they stepped through it. They didn't pull the door off the hinges, but they came in enough to take the lead and now put this game on their defensive shoulders.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Western on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now to the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. They take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for Ravens. 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy. I'd say positive about the execution of that play. At least he didn't go out.
Second and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson, setting up the running back screen. Next attacker, he's still going. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And it was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's caught. Chase has it. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And a great throw to a nice drop catch to move in the chain. There wasn't a whole lot not to like.
It's a gain of amazing play. Yards. First down.
On the line for another 1st and 10. The gun to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary?
Second and 10. At the 26-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Lamar. He's set up the screen for Henry. And they're all over that screen. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Caught by Flowers. And he's bumped down at the line.
To save Flowers. No gain on the play. It's 4th down. Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal.
So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out.
48-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's
The kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
We're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game. A whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
To return this. Steals the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Texans, they get set to take over on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Stepping up, and he's going to run. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. A big play, and that's him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Mixon, here we go. Outside the first guy he met. No game on that first down run.
I'm going to guess it's something, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive. QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. He's got it. Complete to Collins. This is worked down right along that 40-yard line. Pick up at 17. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. So that brings up second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
The throw again, it's Allen. The right side held in by Collins. He runs it to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Again to Mixon up the middle. And he can manage 1 yard. The players were at the ready to put him down.
23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Catches made near the edge. Gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Brings up third.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's back to throw. Man, that's McCoy. And he's going to hard for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop at the 2 yards. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and goal.
Set up the screen. Here's McCoy. He's across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Ravens 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
First and 10.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They send a man in motion. Handoff headed left to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops me for no gain on that first down play.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you have force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds him on the crossing line. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
A gain of 15. And the Ravens first down.
First down from the 42. Lamar's going to keep this one. Get some space around midfield. And this is across midfield. That will stop him at the 45-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First down, Baltimore.
And off now to Hill. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes us inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Dave, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary. You'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
We'll look to throw it. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
8 yards.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That was their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense is set. This is second and 2. He is to throw. He doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got over that one. That brings up third down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB can do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough. Burton will set it down.
It's a gain of 2.
So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And there was no easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. joins us for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.